This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with the mail has come in, and this time it's Warriors Legends of Troy by Tecmo Koei Games. I'm only vaguely familiar with this series. I'm aware of the Tecmo Koei games in general. You know, your Dynasty Warriors, the Samurai Warriors, your Warriors Orochi, your Hyrule Warriors, your Fire Emblem Heroes, I think it was called. What are they? They've done a lot of games over the years, and all of them are pretty much the same type of game, the over-the-top hack and slash. And most of them have been fun for the most part. The only one I'd say that isn't fun, and I would suggest you staying away from, is Dynasty Warriors 9. Oh boy, that's a crap show if ever I called one. But today we're going to play one of their lesser-known games, and the only way I knew about this one was when I played Warriors Orochi. Had a couple of the characters from this game make an appearance in it. And this game is basically like how Dynasty Warriors is a weird and a game version of the Three Kingdoms era, while Orochi Warriors is a weird version of the Warring States era. This basically is more of a take on, if I remember the war, it's more like Greek type of area. Like, you know, you get your I think it takes place in more mythology of Greek than anything, because I think it has like your Hercules and like your God, I'm trying to remember all the characters you can play as in this one, or not characters. I'm trying to remember all my Greek mythology and stuff like that. I'm having trouble trying to remember. Well, I'll think about it as I play the game. We'll get to it eventually. Sorry about that little cut there. I had like a weird issue with my my recording software. Wow, it makes this first episode clearly very professional. All right, where was I? But yeah, I think this game takes place more like along the lines of like mythology. Like you saw the wooden horse there and stuff like that. So it's probably going to be about the era when the like the Odyssey talks about this war, but I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So it's probably based around that. Yeah, Helen of Troy and all that other stuff. So it's probably based around that. But other than that, I don't know the details. So this is another one of those games where we'll be kind of playing along and seeing like where the story goes. I know how the gameplay is going to work. And the last time I did anything about this type of game was back in Fist of the North Star quite a few years ago, which I enjoyed that game. Although the Fist of the North Star series is a crazy over-the-top 80s, you know, manga inspired that the game was inspired of, so it goes over the top. So we'll see how they deal with Western mythology, like Greek mythology and stuff like that. So start a new game. I think we'll just go with normal. I think. All right, what do we got? Okay, moves, options, start. Oh, normal. That just tells us what it is. Achilles. 1,000 Greek ships land at Troy, and at their lead is Achilles, carving a path for us to follow. Yeah, Achilles. That's where we get the term Achilles' heel. I might be spoiling bits and pieces of the story by mentioning it, but if you just read your standard Greek mythology, you'll get it. So, just tells what you can do. Okay, quick focus, stun, fury. Blocking is the R trigger. Roll. Lock on is L1. Hopefully, I'll remember all that. I should. Usually, I'm one of those people that's better like when I'm actually actively playing. So, yeah, we got a few options there. Let's see. I don't think I need anything here, so we'll just start. If it's like Dynasty Warriors, you probably play as a main character who has like a ton of minions that like kind of do your bidding, while you are the one who really influences the story and everything.
Sing, O Muse, of great Achilles and his wrath, which brought such woe on the men of Greece and Troy alike. Sing of mighty warriors who fell on the naked shore, whose unburied limbs devouring dogs and hungry vultures tore. Sing of princes answering honor's call, of mortal men defying gods and fate. Recall for us the age of heroes, where combat marked the man. tell us of the age when single warriors, with the strength of armies, stood firm and defied the will of deceitful gods. Remind us, lest we forget, of the long, cruel years when Grecian and Trojan blood mingled in the dry earth in a war that tore the world asunder.
Have they seen us?
They have.
Can you taste it? I do not talk of the salt in the air, but the blood of Trojans on the edge of your swords. Honor compels us to this land, but glory awaits you. Ready your arms! Weapons ready, men!
Alright, so we are playing our main man, Achilles, who, well, let's just say, in stories, I wonder if I should even talk about where the history or how the story goes before playing it, because I know it's a fictionalized thing, and a lot of people already understand Greek mythology. But I'm wondering if I tell the story of this character, will it kind of ruin or spoil possible future plot points? Well, I'll talk about it if the game ever does, I guess. But let me just let you know I'm quite aware of like the story of this. Now I'm not saying I remember every detail about it. I'll bet it's been a day and a half since I've read Greek mythology, you know. So, but yeah, like any other Dynasty Warriors-ish game from Tecmo Koei, it's a hack and slash. Ooh, story.
Watch out! We'll have to go around, Achilles.
Or you could go on top of the boat. It's not whatever. It's because there's usually no jumping in these types of games, which I don't believe there is a button. Let's see, press it for attacks. Yeah, I already know about that. I've played a Dynasty Warriors game. Thank you very much. You don't need to tell me what to do. Well, I could probably. Although I'll admit, I'm pretty bad in these games about like ducking and dodging. I tend to brute force a lot of it. I'll admit. So yeah, it's just a standard tutorial on how to. Let's see, this game had a pickup option, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so you can use different weapons and all that. I think you can throw it, I assume, right? Oh, maybe you have to wait for it to. Oh, you just drop it again. Okay. This game, I know how to do it. Okay. Oh yeah, I can technically turn it off.
Show them what the greatest sons of Achaia are made of.
Now, Patroclus, or whatever his name is, I'm not aware of him in the story, like what his importance is in the story. I'll admit I forget some small nuances to the story, the Odyssey, and everything like that. Ooh, I even picked up the spear, which gives me a little bit of range. We're fighting, I forgot let's see, what was it again? The Greek, Troy, so we're fighting the armies of Troy, I think. Yeah, I assume the game will probably go into details, like if you're not aware of the mythology, then it'll, oh, so there's like an insta-kill button, I guess, depending on how weak they are or something like that. Or maybe you have to get right behind him or something like that. Yeah, plays like a pretty similar Dynasty Warriors, although it does like, I don't know if the clunky is the word.
Cover yourself!
Oh, that's cool. It doesn't feel, like I said, I don't know. It's not, it doesn't feel as smooth as a Dynasty Warriors game, if that makes sense. Maybe it's because the engine's slightly different from the previous ones, although I'll admit Tecmo Koei would use like, they were using like the same engine forever in a lot of their games. So it wasn't until like, it wasn't even until recently with like Dynasty Warriors 9 that they tried to update it, but that was like such a crappy game that, yeah. I don't know, I felt like it wasn't that fun, personally. Are we, maybe we need to get rid of, maybe we need to skip this and go straight to the people so we don't have to deal with like dodging arrows anymore. Oh, okay, yeah. We just had to get out of the area.
You trespass, Greek. You will go no further.
Alright, who's this dude? Looks like just a general. Okay, yeah, I wanted to lock on enemies. Try to get those combos in there. Not really doing much, dude. Then again, he is a tutorial dude, so. Alright, your leader's dead, dude!
By the gods! They spit stones! What are they? Face us with your spears like men! Cowards!
No, if they can kill you from far away.
We should follow the river to the north, Achilles. Perhaps then we can find a path up to the ridge.
Yeah, if it was me, I would definitely not care. I'd be like, nope, I'm throwing my rocks at you. Is it going to take you out? Then I'm going to do that. Can I actually go around the river, or do I have to, like, go around the river? No?
The men on that ship
Okay.
are outnumbered. We should help them.
Alright, we'll help them out. Let's see, Fury. Fury must be like a, I forgot what mode it is in Dynasty Warriors, but it's basically you basically get like a crazy combo, like while doing it. I guess in this game you just go into mode where you do more damage, that type of thing. Bonus Cleos, that must be the money or points system or whatever you want to call it.
Defend the other ships. The Trojans will send reinforcements.
Okay, so did we do that? I guess we did, okay. So now yeah, it's just telling you like what you can do. Usually most of the Dynasty Warriors games will have these overall arcing maps. I think I remember Fist of the North Star. No, I think Fist of the North Star, if I remember, had like maps and areas, but it was a bit more focused story-wise, you know, but that was a fun game. I pop it in every once in a while when I want some like crazy over-the-top stuff. But I'll admit, at my age, I can't really stick with playing one game forever. I kind of have to beat it to go on. Okay, what does it say? Focused attacks? Oh, it just means just pressing it. Okay. So if they have shields, usually you want to do strong attacks. Gotcha. Alright. I keep always missing the opportunity to get a insta-kill on them. Not that it's that big of a deal. I wonder if this game has like random equipment or rare drops you can get while on. Then again, I don't know if you can. In the Dynasty Warriors games, you play as different generals and play the stories from that. But it looks like this one's more like kind of like a Fist of the North Star. It's probably more story focused. Okay, was it? Oh, pick up a spear so we can use it on the shield. Oh, come on. Oh, wrong button. I kept pressing the wrong button. Whoops.
We should get up there
Okay, there we
quickly and
go.
stop the stone thrower.
Oh, is that what's hurting me? I was wondering what was like randomly damaging me. So I guess spears are good for shield wielders, I guess. Yeah, technically you don't really need to worry about like taking out certain dudes. You can just like skip a lot of them. So back to the good old Gladius or however you pronounce it. I'll admit I'm a little behind in my Greek, so you'll have to forgive me. Whoa, who's this Dorkosaurus? I'm gonna fuck you up, Slasher. Slasher? Really? That's your game?
Suicide warrior. Die.
Okay. No, I think. Oh well, he did do some. Oh, there's a. I didn't know there was a shield bash. Huh, cool. Looks like Galapagos or whatever Galapagos is trying to help him. Okay. Take care of you. Oh, I don't have a. don't have a spear anymore, so I'll just have to strong attack you. Ooh, got a trophy. And I know in the Dynasty Warriors game you could if you killed like certain guards or sergeants or whatever you want to call it, it would lower the morale of the weaker men, so they would attack you as often. They'd be weaker. I wonder what one of these generic swords do if they're any. Looks like they're faster. Probably not as strong than the basic Gladius is. I'd assume so. Maybe I should just skip these guys. I don't have to kill every single dude. I think it's a bad habit of mine to like want to finish everyone off before, you know. Let's just go to, because we were supposed to be taking out these stone throwers, right? Oh, what's over here? Clear the path to the ridge.
Achilles, our forces need our help.
Okay. I was just checking. Yeah, I just got to drop that. Take out the Gladius again. Haha! Oh yeah, I forgot my Fury is up. I can do that. Take out some dudes. Face my Fury. Although, if we're going by actual Achilles in the story, he was basically invincible. Because his mom dipped him into... Oh, what was the river? Basically, she dipped him either into a pool or a river that granted him... okay, let's grab the spear. No. No, come on, grab the spear. There we go. Oh, wait, no. Oh, you keep grabbing one of their dinky swords. Grab a spear. That's what I know. There we go. Yeah, dipped him in like a special like water or a river or something, but basically gave him like massive strength. But whenever we get into the plot, which will probably indicate how he lost, you think a man who is invincible or nigh invulnerable, you would think he would be able to just win the war by himself. Which, that's the interesting thing about the story about Troy and everything, is it's like a combination of a mythic tale about two armies fighting each other, but it's got a combination of betrayal, twists and turns. You know, it's an old-fashioned story. You know, it's got it all. You know, so yeah, definitely don't. Just because it's an old tale, don't knock it because it's old. You know, it's got everything in there. People still read it. You know, I mean, obviously, it might be the wording depending on which version of the story you read.
We should get to the stone thrower before it inflicts more damage.
Well, I'm trying to. Oh, I didn't even know they could run out of juice. Okay. Let me finish these militia captains off so I can go to the stone throwers. Alright, now we'll go in there. Yeah, I've only got less than a minute, so I better go ahead and do that now. Alright, you guys got this, right? And I've got this. I don't try too hard. Ugh.
Is this a warrior? Or simply a wall of hide?
You gonna say wall of hide?
Flesh from your bones.
Oh, okay, blocking. Okay, so if you block, it leaves them open or something like that. Oh, maybe it's telling me to press R1 right when he swings the shield, so I can. No. I've always been. I'll admit, I'm really bad in most games about dodging or parrying attacks. That's why I always had a slight. That's why I always had a slightly tough time with Bloodborne or Dark Souls.
A battle worthy of legend, is it not?
Victory over a wooden beast?
Still, it was a victory. And many more await us. Troy's days are numbered.
The longer it takes to save this Spartan queen, the better.
Well, looks like we beat the first chapter a little bit quicker than I expected, but... Alright, oop. Clear the path. Oh, I guess I technically didn't do that, did I? I just went straight, because I took too long, so I went straight for the objective, so... I wonder what you get for doing objectives. I wonder if it probably unlocks something like, extra scenes or collectibles or something like that. Or get more money. Okay. The game will probably let you redo chapters off screen, so if I really wanted to get more Cleos or whatever it is, To do that, let's see. Rewards. The current chapter is now available in Chapter Select. New items available for purchase. Artwork can be unveiled in the art gallery. A new challenge is now available in challenges. Achilles. So probably okay. So if they mention Achilles as a character, it probably means there's going to be more characters to play as. So, so since we've got a few moments, let's see. Items are kind of available for considering the story as well as complete all secondary objectives. So that's why you'll want to go through the old chapter again and off. I'll just do that off screen. I don't think it's worth me showing you again just to unlock extra like items and stuff like that just to on screen. Purchase a item once you collect enough clues. Place the select button to purchase or equipped items that you purchase. You can place purchase items on the item list onto the item grid. Equipped items will give your characters new moves, increase strength of their attacks, or give them special abilities. Okay. Items can now be used by all characters, and each character has his or her own equipment set. Okay. God, stop game. Just give me a wall of text, not like multiple smaller text. You can only equip items before you start a chapter or resume from a save checkpoint. We done? Okay. Good. Alright, what we got? Update grid. Increases the size of your item grid. Okay, so you can carry more stuff. Small Ring of Zeus increases your health. Fury. Damage of quick attacks. Increases damage of focus attacks. Stun duration, and then it looks like more items later on that we can unlock, stuff like that. Looks like you can also equipped, let's see, unlock certain combos with that, so it looks like you have a lot of options. I don't think we need anything right this second, but it's definitely something to consider. And then, okay, so yeah, it looks like because this is a war with two different fronts, it kind of makes sense that we'll, at some point we'll play one side and then switch to the other and other things like that. So it would be a Dynasty Warriors game if you didn't have like multiple different characters to play as. So, all right, well it's an okay start, but we've just got started. So, in the next episode of Warriors: Legends of Troy, we'll take the role of Odysseus himself, which the name. Although I thought he was more of a storyteller than an actual soldier. No, he was a soldier. Yeah, I'm misremembering my tales. So anyway, we'll play as Odysseus from his point of view, which the title of the story, tells the story of Troy and everything like that. I don't think it tells the full story. I think there's another couple tales that do it. But anyway, we play as Odysseus. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.